Hey guys, STLYoungblood with you, and recently I did a Redeemer Should You Buy video, and it's worth noting before we do this walkthrough that it got some changes made to it. And let's go through the guns. Class 1, it got 2x size 2. Those are going to be OmniSky 4s, excuse me. As far as Class 3, which are going to be missiles, it's 5x size 4, which is beastly. It's going to carry 10 of those. It's going to have 2 Class 4 unmanned twin turrets, size 3 and size 4. It's going to be the broadsword and the Kronig. And it's got 2 Class 5 manned top twin turrets on the top and bottom. Both of those are going to be size 3 broadswords. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and just talk about this ship a little bit as we walk through it, because the ship is really well designed. And what we're looking at right now is actually going to be primarily going to be the marine storage area. Now, off to the left side here, what we're going to get into is the access area into the bottom turret. Now, for me, obviously this is inaccessible right now because we can't get into it. However, it's really well designed. It looks really slick. Now, if you go upstairs, this is kind of where we get into the main bay of the ship. At the front's going to go ahead and be your cockpit area. You can see there's stations here where you can utilize probably sensors. I don't want to call it a Rio seat because it's not a Rio seat, but it's all in Latin right now and a bunch of gibberish. But there's a lot of panels here where you can access information. It looks really well designed. Now, getting into the ship, it sounds a lot like the Avenger, which would make sense considering this is an Aegis ship. But once you actually get in, you'll notice that the cockpit has some pretty good visibility. I mean, you're going to see me looking around right now. And overall, I mean, it looks pretty solid. I mean, for a gunship and not being a fighter, it looks like it's actually got some pretty good visibility. Now, going back to the details as we go up into the living area, this thing has teeth now, and I thought it was a good ship to where we started at. Take note of the coffee maker, and you'll notice the stove as well. It's kind of a cool little living area. But this ship now is a force to be reckoned with. I thought it was solid in its original iteration, but since we've actually gotten this, I mean, since the changes, this thing is going to be a beast to deal with. The original forums, or the official forums, are actually crying OP on this now. And I don't want to say I agree. However, it's worth noting that I think it does seem a little bit excessive in its armament. Now, it is a gunship, and you'll notice those beds, they're not currently interactive. However, that's something that's very similar to the Avengers loadout. And here we get into the shower area. But going back, I can't help but think that the ship was well armed to start with. So now that we've seen what we've got out of it, it kind of just proves that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. People were complaining and got what they wanted. Here we're going to go ahead and hop into the cargo area of the Redeemer. As you can see, I kind of failed getting into it. And what I thought was interesting was, yes, it's a nice little cargo area, but it appears there's like 8x8 wood beams at the top. I don't know if that's just a weird texture issue, but it definitely looks organic to me. So, I don't know, take a closer look. Let me know if you see something different, but that looks like wood, which is very odd. Getting back into the kind of crew living area, over here we're going to have the toilet, and you're going to kind of see the access to it. My favorite thing about this ship, though, is its effective use of multi-layers, and I hope, multi-levels, and I hope that we're going to see more ships that kind of reflect this type of design, because all in all, I think it's a really well-designed ship. It uses space effectively, and I think it's going to go ahead and kind of maintain the overall integrity of the ship. So, if you have questions about it, let me know. Otherwise, stay tuned for a whole lot more content, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.